Afternoon, Oregon Ducks soccer fans. I am hoping to get this out to you quicker than I did with Utah, although I will be touching on the Buffs very quickly. There isn't much to say about that game, although I will say that they aren't very nice. I often hear that Oregon Duck fans aren't very nice, but I kind of think that the CU Buff fans are an equalizing force. The only great thing about the CU Buff, getting to see everyone again, I got to see the Oregon Ducks up close and personal. Why they have a buffalo running across the field, I do not know. Buffaloes are very, very dangerous if you did not know that. As you can tell, every time somebody stupid walks out at like Yellowstone or one of the other parks like we have up in Wyoming. Maybe that is Yellowstone. I don't know. I can't remember to tell you the truth. They will charge at you, and they are very, very, very big. As you can tell, that actually was a small one, but they aren't your friend. So don't go around them. We didn't have visitor seating, which again was not cool. And the cheerleaders were blocking our view when they announced the Oregon Ducks. Kind of sucked. But the game was good and it was exciting, but the Oregon Ducks had to go up another 1,000 feet because Boulder is at 5381, and you could tell that the Ducks were getting tired, and I don't blame them. But I had a blast. I went around and I got to meet some of the parents. I met a group of people that were the coaches' goddaughters, friends of friends, I guess. I got to meet the whole entire Snyder family, which I wish they would move to Colorado Springs because they are the most amazing family that I have ever met. They are just like my people. Yes, they are just like, I could totally be like best friends with them. They are so cool. So Jordan, you have the coolest family ever. You're very, very, very lucky. I got to meet Leah Freeman's mom. She's very sweet. I got to meet Anjani Respass's grandma, and she was nice. And I got to meet her dad, and he was very nice. He was very excited about his daughter playing and going to all the games. And then I got to meet several of the girls, and of course they don't know me at all. But I'm total fangirl, and I just, I'm this old woman that's going around saying, hi, this is me, you don't know me, but, and then, of course, I asked if Chai would come off the bus, and Chai was nice enough to come off the bus, and I gave her a hug, and she's kind of like, who is this weird woman that's asking for a hug, and now she wants me to come off the bus, and all I want to do is just sit in a corner and go to bed. And then I'm talking to their coach because I'm trying, of course, to bring a professional soccer team to Colorado Springs, and nicest man ever. And then my husband's like, Zoe's coming here. And I'm like, hi, Zoe. I just wanted to thank you because last time I got to see you, and I give her a big hug. And she's like looking at me like, who the fuck are you? Totally, completely forgetting that I watch them, I follow them, I see them all the time. They have absolutely no idea who I am. So I am so sorry. This is just me. I actually deep down inside, I'm really shy. But being a military wife for as long as I have been, I kind of had to get out of that. And a lot of times I still am, but I wanted to meet as many of the ducks as I could, be particularly the seniors, because I couldn't. I knew that this would be the last time, particularly Chai and Zoe, that more than likely they were going to go pro, and so I wouldn't be able to see them until they went pro, and yeah. So, anyways, back to CU Buff game. So it was. It would have been, again, it comes down to the refs, and I'm getting really frustrated at the refs, as you could have told by my rant last time. They have one player on their team, number 4. Her name is, you're going to have to bear with me because I have my notes over here because it's kind of a little long thing that I'm going through. Savannah Coleman, number 4. Now, it's a possibility that she's going to be drafted. I can go either way on this one because she's a kind of a big fish in a little pond, and she's the one that made the PK. It's pretty easy to make a PK. I was kind of surprised that Utah blew it. Nothing against Leah. It was pretty kind of like, okay, just kick it to me. So it did take much for her to get a PK, and it was an honest foul, so I'll give them that. But I also have a pick of an obvious high kick on the CU Buff side that should have been called and wasn't. And even their Twitter feed, I try and keep mine a little mundane, although Wazoo, after they've blocked me because I called out one of their players for cheating multiple times, including against the refs. That's what got me. They cheated against the refs in the same game twice and were caught, the same person, and the refs didn't even give them a yellow card, this person. And I just went, yeah, jaw drop, exactly. So I have a difficult time with that one. Cheating, yeah, no. I mean, you're going to have your little things that you try and get away with, obviously, but you're not going to try and get away with the big things. Even the person that got the handball with inside the box knew that she had, and all the ducks, they backed away. They knew what had happened, and they were just like, okay, yeah, there's nothing we can do about it. There was no protesting, there was no throwing temper tantrums, there was no trying to do anything to get away with it. So chalk it up to an honest mistake, and that's all you can do. So what else can you say? That's about all you can say about the CU Buffs game. I'm trying to remember if there was anything else about the CU Buffs. I do not believe that there is. So let's get on to the more exciting game, Wazoo. First of all, who wants to go to school in Pullman? Now, I'm going to say this as someone whose almost second home was in Moses Lake, Washington, which is where my aunt and uncle lived. My uncle is a crop duster, And so they always lived like in those areas, and it was usually in eastern Washington. They lived in the Tri-Cities for a time, but basically Moses Lake. And so I know those areas pretty well. Why? Why go there to play soccer? Okay, I'm going to get over that one. So you've decided to go there and play soccer, and you're in Pullman. But you tied. And it was amazing. It was amazing. I was jumping up and down in my seat. And of course, Trinity Morales, I swear she can only score in the first 10 minutes of a game. It seems like every time she scores, it's like within the first 10 minutes of a game. That's when she has to score. But I would be remiss in not announcing that Zoe Hasenauer has set the new career record at the University of Oregon for career starts, 85. 85 career starts at the University of Oregon. Brava. Brava, Zoe. Yes, I bow down to you. Amazing. Your career. It has been so much fun to watch. So much fun to watch. And I am enjoying every single minute. And I can't wait. I can't wait to continue to watch you play. So thank you for giving this old lady pleasure in watching you play. And just enjoyment. Thank you. So with that said, I also have a clip. Well, okay. We all know Leah's Leaping Leah Freeman. Leah can save the ball. Leah can punch the ball. Leah is, there are no words for Leah. There just aren't. I have yet to see a goalkeeper like Leah. And apparently I'm not watching enough games because she's not ranked number 1. I don't get it, but she's not. But the new rankings are coming out on the 16th, which is today. They haven't pulled up yet. So I'll wait and see what happens. Maybe they'll be up later today. I do have one, however, where she looks like Superwoman. She's flying through the air and punching the ball, and it's totally awesome. But I'm like, if I cut out every single save, we'd be here until the next game. So, Oregon soccer fans, you're just going to have to take my word for it. She made, I believe, 25 saves at WSU. But I have a clip, and it's only one clip. This is not to say that it only happened one time. The reason Oregon is doing so well is their stellar defense. Practically their entire team, except for maybe one or two, immediately drops back towards the box when the other team has the ball. And so, yes, it's causing them to run more, and they don't have as many players, obviously, because it seems like everyone's hurt. Now, I thought Anjane was going to be able to play in the game. A little birdie told me that she was resting and was going to be able to play against WSU. But unfortunately, she didn't. Hopefully, she's resting up for Stanford because I got some interesting news on that. And they drop back and they're in fighting mode to get that ball away from the goal. It seems like they get their goal and then they're in fighting mode so that they don't let the other team score. And then they just sit back and wait for the opportunity to make a goal. So it's not that they're just going up there and taking whatever shot that they can get on the goal, like the other teams might be doing. They're thinking this through systematically, and they're playing smart. So I don't pay any attention to announcers who are like, well, yeah, the Ducks don't have as many shots on goal, they're not being as aggressive, yada, 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 because they're working their process. And then they're dropping back to their very effective defense. Now, Trinity Morales was doing both, running back and forth, and I noticed that, and it was pretty hilarious. The way I saw her going back and forth, and I shouldn't say it. It wasn't hilarious like. How do I say this? It wasn't hilarious like make fun of somebody. It was hilarious in that she could do this and you're watching her defend these people. It's like, I'm going to have my leg here, my arm here, now I'm going to jump over here, but I'm coming over here, going back and forth all over the place. But that's also to not discount Anna Phillips, Caitlin McCulloch, Ainsley Fink got her head on the ball for a very important save. I believe Anna Phillips did as well. And I'm watching you all as well because you're in the middle and it's very difficult sometimes to pull you out if I'm watching you on my television or even on my computer because you don't always come up on Pac-12 Network, unfortunately. And, of course, Anna Ampadora, that horrible collision. Hopefully she's up and in full fighting speed for the next game because that was pretty bad. If you didn't see it, I did not cut out that part of the clip or of the game just to make it easier because I start getting long-winded, as you can tell. It's ramblings with Kim. And if you haven't, please like and subscribe now and leave a comment. Doesn't matter what you comment, just please do. And it improves the ratings and the search engine findings and makes everything so much better for everyone. That way, if you're looking for Oregon Ducks or if somebody else is looking for Oregon Duck footage, you come across mine. And that means if there's some parent out there that's like, I missed the game, but I wonder where I could find something besides what's on the Oregon Duck website. Well, guess where you can? Right here. Yes. Your biggest Oregon Duck fan who will be doing the podcast all the time. Now, I did not know Caitlin Bacolba was a track star. Yes, she's got some speed. They managed to bring that one out. So, of course, I had to look up all her times. Because I just happen to run track and cross country. which is why I was so effective running or playing soccer, because I could run forever. Yes. And that just was my superpower. So, Caitlin, if you would like to train for track, I just might know someone who could help you. Just hit me up. Or I could just contact them and they could just walk across the street and ask if you wanted to do that. Because way back in the olden days, when I played soccer, I also kind of ran cross country every once in a while and ran track. Yeah, I know. That's what Title IX did for me. But see your speed. Yeah, that's the speed. If you can pick up and go like that, yes, a kick. And that's always helpful. And once they pointed that out, I noticed that you had some speed. But then I was like, oh, wow. And I picked up your times, and you have a 12.6900 meter and a 25.02 200. I'm thinking an 800 meter runner. Yeah. That's just what I'm thinking off the top of my head. Okay. Let's see. I think that might be all that I have. Yeah. Those are all my notes. Maybe. Except Lexington Romero is doing an amazing job. Always breaks away. Yes. Air Force, your loss, our win. Yeah. Space Force, you missed out. Yeah. And I'm going to remind you all the time, because I know everybody at Space Force. Don't know what to tell you, Space Force. You could have had her, but we got her. And we are very lucky to have gotten her. She is really good. And I got to meet her, and she's super nice too. So, very thankful for that. Now, the interesting thing, and I haven't gotten to watch this game yet, but I am going to. I have to go back to work. I called in sick yesterday because, yeah, story of my life. Stanford upset UCLA. Number 9 Stanford, number 1 UCLA, 1-0. I'm thinking the whole flop thing didn't work, and it looked like Stanford got a PK, and that's how they won. I just briefly looked at it early in the morning, because I noticed at the same time someone was raising funds for a basketball team, and I had to get a hold of a congressman to divert some funds there. Oh yes, I worked in politics. Yeah. So anyways, I didn't see the whole thing. Or maybe it was last night. I don't know. My days are starting to run together. I'm really getting old. This whole retirement thing. Anyways, So I will definitely be watching the Stanford game. I cannot, I literally cannot wait to see this game. If there's any way I can do the road trip through Arizona, I'm going to try my darndest to be able to do that as well. But I don't know that that's going to play out this year with the way, yeah. But if you don't see me in Arizona, you can see me here. So, to everyone on the soccer team that I got to meet, thank you, thank you, thank you so much for making my day. Thank you, Chai, for getting off the bus. Thank you, Zoe, for giving me a hug, even though you had no idea who I was. Thank you, Coach Abel, for helping me to try and bring a professional soccer team to Colorado Springs, because I'm getting no help here. And thank you to all the parents, because I was so surprised to see so many traveling to see everyone and support your daughters. That's so, so important for them. And it's so wonderful to see. So, until next time, you all have a wonderful rest of the day. Bye.